best time of the day to use an ovulation prediction kit. Hey, it's Dr. Silverberg with Let's Talk About Fertility. Another question came in about ovulation prediction kits and testing and when to test and how to test and what does it mean. A great question. So first of all, what is an ovulation prediction kit? And the answer is it is a test that allows you to check your urine once a day, every day, the same time of the day. And what you're trying to detect is elevation of a hormone called LH, or luteinizing hormone. So early in the cycle, LH levels are very low. But when your follicle gets to be bigger and bigger and bigger, it makes more and more of a hormone called estrogen. Estrogen does a bunch of different things, the most important of which is to cause your uterine lining to get thicker, to make a bed for the baby, so to speak. So what happens is, as your estrogen level gets higher and higher, eventually it reaches a level that causes a chain reaction in the brain to send a signal to the pituitary gland to cause the pituitary gland to make a big elevated level of LH. So that LH surge is what it's called, is where your LH level goes up and it comes back down. The surge itself lasts for maybe 40 to 48 hours. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to detect when that peaks. And that's where the ovulation prediction kit comes in. Because the ovulation prediction kit is set and built to detect a specific level of LH. If you're below that level of LH, in other words, you're not ready to ovulate, your kit will test negative. But when you're ready to ovulate, typically the day before ovulation, you'll get a positive surge that can either appear as a smiley face or maybe a dark blue line or a second line, depending upon which kit you use. And that predicts ovulation very effectively. So we know that 95% of the time when you have an LH surge, within 24 hours later, you will ovulate. So it allows us to time things like intercourse or intrauterine insemination, or sometimes when to start certain hormones for an IVF cycle. Ovulation prediction kits are cheap. They're readily available. You can get them at pretty much any drugstore, certainly pretty much any grocery store. I would encourage you to get them, read about them, and use them, but the same time of the day, every day, because otherwise if you test too far apart, Tuesday morning, Wednesday afternoon, you may miss your surge altogether and think there's something else wrong. So ovulation prediction kits are a very important part of a fertility evaluation.